Aha. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Japanese class number 2. I was just talking about how all I was saying was just hi to everybody, but I'll say it again. What's up? Surfeni, Maxter, Nanako, Sharky, Neko, Maxter, I say that. Ark, Orion. And then also thank you all for the mute messages. Yeah, so BTTV, I don't have a way to show it on YouTube just yet. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out eventually. But then if I can get that to happen, then I'll be able to have like all my custom emotes on YouTube as well without getting membership. Hey Hamsterling, Ness up. Lurking, all good, all good. This is gonna be a relatively short lesson because I am literally on my lunch break. 勉強しませんだよ。勉強しませんでした。So for those of you guys who didn't study, we're gonna be using the TET form today. So I hope you can follow along. Well, yeah, I can get emotes. I can get emotes on BTTV. It's like a third-party extension. It's not gonna be official. Only people with the extension installed under Chrome would be able to see it. And once I get it up on stream, at least people on you'll be able to see it on stream. So before we start, there's a couple of vocabulary words I just want to, or before we get into the actual grammar forms, there's a couple of vocabulary words I want to go over just so that we kind of have like context of what we're saying. So first up, ageru. Ageru. I mentioned this last lesson, but ageru means to give. You'll hear this. You'll hear it in anime a lot, like something ageru. Let me also write it in. Fuck. When I was making that review clip, it was really annoying because I kept or it was really annoying like leaving in like a bunch of like portions where I like messed up writing. I had to like cut that all out. So I'm trying not to like fuck up any writing, even though I already just did. 今日これは見ながら寝ます。お勉強頑張ってください。Thank you, めぐママ。来てくれてありがとう。Please accept it. Hey Peen. Hello. Let's see. おい、響き？せおい、響きさん。来てくれてありがとう。Yes, Megu Mama, everyone say hi. She is my mama, my designer. Or my live 2D mama. Let's see. I'll give you this bunny suit wool. Oh, she said she's gonna watch this while she sleeps. It's pretty late for her, so. I didn't imagine she'd be able to make it anyway, so I'm glad she came by. The other word I want to go over is kuderu. Kuderu. Kuderu is to give to me, or like to it's not necessarily to receive, but it's kind of like something was given to use, like the person saying kuderu is the person like that is being given to, if that makes sense. So it's like ageru, I give something to you. Kuderu, you give something to me. there is another word. I'm not gonna go over moraeru, morau, which is like to receive. That's when you talk about like someone else gets something that's like that you're not really a part of. But I'm gonna leave it just as ageru kureru to be a little less not overload you guys with information. Yeah, it is 2 a.m. over there, so she's already up pretty late. Then a couple of miscellaneous words. Taberu. I'm sure a lot of you would already know. This is to eat. Taberu. Nomu. To drink. No. Mu. Sorry, I'm just like loading grammar. I'm just loading vocabulary on you guys, but I do need you to veggie taberu, veggie tabemasen. I'm loading vocabulary on you guys because I'm using a lot of example sentences that have these words in them, so I figured it'd be easier just to like tell you all straight up first and then go into the actual grammar forms. Hanasu. To speak. Hanasu. And then I also want to give you Oshieru, to teach. Alright, I'm gonna have a fun time editing this one. Oshieru. And then one thing also here is that there's a very generic word. I don't think I went over this. I should have. I should have in 101, but I didn't. Suru is just sure. Suru, to do. This is used very, very often. Suru. There's a lot of verbs. Oshiete, Peen-chan sensei, the meme one. Oh wait, hold on. I'm dumb. Oh no, I'm not dumb. You guys are confusing me. I'm dumb for being confused. Anyway, so yeah, Oshieru works as both teach and tell. The way I like to think of Oshieru is when people are saying it like when it's translated like tell me about this. It's more like you're kind of like telling them, oh, please teach me about this. It's more of like a softer thing. You can say like, you can tell them like, oh, like tell me this, but that'll be a little bit more like aggressive. But so you want to say something like, please teach it to me. Please teach me this information, as more of like a deference kind of. It's all that like, you know, that's all that kind of stuff that exists in the nuance that kind of exists in Japanese. Oshiete kudasai. Neko's already way ahead of you guys on the forms that I'm going to be oh crap, what did I just do? All right, hold on. My chalkboard, oh no. Okay, there we go. My chalkboard. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Now that I fixed my my chalkboard, that's definitely not just a green screen on a chalkboard asset. Suru is to do. There's a lot of words that you use that we in English have verbs for. Like when we say we study, we're just using the word study. To study is a verb itself. In Japanese, study is a noun, and they don't have a specific verb for studying. What they do is they say study, to do studying. So when we say like when we say to study in Japanese, it's actually, we're using the word benkyo. Oh crap. Give me that. We're using the word benkyo. Why is it green? Oh, it's because I didn't change it to ben. Okay, hold on. Let me just make it not green so it's not confusing for you guys. Alright. Benkyo. This is study. So, to study. Ah, fuck. Benkyo. To study is actually benkyo suru. Benkyo. Terrible, terrible handwriting. Benkyo suru. To study. And there's a lot of words like that. Just trying to think. A lot of loan words. A lot of loan words in like in English. There's a couple of like Google's like a word that we use, right? I don't think people say Guguru suru. Like they would just say like look it up or something. But like there are loan words that are like that can function as verbs in English, and we would just use suru with it. Ripboard. Oh, benkyo suru ne. Hey John, what's up? Welcome to class. A little bit late, but it's okay. We're I don't take attendance here in Peen University. Guguru. So I'll keep this vocab sheet on a different layer. That way I can just pull it up again when we go through some of these sentences. So the first form I want to talk about is te kudasai. Te kudasai. You saw someone you saw Neko use it in chat earlier. Suru is very convenient Japanese word. Yes, it very is. It very much is. Te kudasai. Te kudasai is basically please do X. X te kudasai. Please do X. And it's like a very polite thing to say. Yay, conjugation time. The conjugation lesson was not last week, 2 weeks before. So I hope you guys remember. Actually, do I have it up here? This is the same chalkboard from 2 weeks ago. So I might actually have. Oh, whoops. I might actually have. Oh yeah, there we go. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, so let's review real quick our te form conjugations. This is for the u verbs. Ku ite. Gu ide. Utsuru little tsute. Numu bu nde, and then su shite. For since we're here, I'm just gonna add for ru verbs. For ru verbs, it is simply get rid of the ru and then turn it to te. So like, what's a ru verb that I can think of off the top of my head? Kiru? Uru? Oh yeah, kiru, to wear. To wear. So to change this into te form is just kite. You take off the ru and you add it te. That's it for ru verbs. There's some irregulars as well. Irregulars. I think we need to know that. I think we need to know this for coming up. Sensei, shitsumon ga arimasu ka? If I just had your audio up, I'd be wondering what language you were speaking. There's a couple of irregular verbs. The irregular verb that I'm talking, or that's going to be relevant today is suru, to do. So like we see that it's suru. It's not a ru verb because to change it to the te form is not sute. No, that's wrong. To change it to the te form is not changing it from ru to the little tsute. It's not sute either. What happens to suru is it becomes shite. Oh, let me do this. Ki de kiru. Fuck. Suru shite. Desu ga nani ka? Desu ga nani ka? Are you asking about desu ga, like that form, or John, do you have a question? You said you have a kitsumon. I'm not sure if that I'm not sure if you meant to say shitsumon, like I have a question. No, that's that statement. Desu ga nani ka? Oh, okay. So keeping this review in mind, let's move over to te kudasai, and basically it means please do this. So when I want to say please, someone was calling me. I'm just to ignore that. I hope it's not work. I'm on my lunch break. My phone's broken. Sorry. So say I want to say please eat this eggplant. Please eat my eggplant. Please eat this eggplant. Actually, let's not use any words that will make me have to teach you more things. I'll just say please eat the eggplant. Please eat it. I was under the impression that nasai was a polite form when asking for something, but another translator says it's feminine. Is that true? I would say, I mean, okay, so a lot of the what I found is that a lot of the things that are just standard like polite things, like you wouldn't use like ore or boku, like I went over like last lesson. You wouldn't use like ore or boku in like polite conversation, or in like, in conversations, with your in like a professional setting and stuff like that. So you would say watashi, and that's also considered feminine. I guess it would be considered feminine in the sense that if you were saying it in like a more casual setting. Also, it would be kind of weird. It would be kind of weird to, it would kind of be weird to say it like in a more casual setting. Atashi mo. Yeah, it's true. Atashi, watashi. You could use atashi in a more formal setting as well, but that is more explicitly feminine. That was quite scary. Sorry about that. My mic is turned up relatively loudly because I have a new desk setup. I have a new desk setup and my mic is a little further away, so. So let's go over this eggplant. You guys should all know what eggplant is. That is nasu. It's written sometimes in katakana. You can also write it in hiragana. People would probably, as long as you like construct your sentence properly, people would know what you're talking about. Nasu. But this is like we in Japanese, the subject matter, or like the subject object all go before the actual verb. So in this sentence, there isn't a subject. There's just the object. The object is eggplant. So let's object. So we would throw that over here. Nasu, the object particle. I'll go over particles in a more in-depth lesson next time. But just know that when we're the object particle is wo, but it's pronounced just o without the w. Sinister Peen. And then taberu, please eat, right? So this is the verb. This is kind of hard to see. Let me make it a little lighter. Verb. There we go. So tabe. Taberu is a ru verb. Tabete kudasai. So please eat the eggplant. Nasu o tabete kudasai. Please eat my eggplant, everybody. Isn't eggplant in Japanese uo? actually uo is a fish. Tabemasen. Dame da yo. Sensei no nasu o tabete kudasai. So yeah, so that's an example with a. Oh man, I made this too big. Yeah, I made this too big. I can't even put anything else. So let's do this. We're gonna actually let's do this instead. I'm breaking the chalkboard immersion again. Hold on a second. There we go. Excuse me. Many kids say that, I also say. Glad to know. Bless you, thank you. Zehi ni tabemasen. Salud, thank you. Gracias. Let's see. So let's say another one we could. I'm just gonna use it once for. Or I'm gonna use it like maybe twice so we can kind of see the pattern of it. But this is a relatively easy form. Te kudasai. It's just te form, and then kudasai. Please do this. So, please. Someone already used this sentence, but it's a pretty good sentence. Please teach. Me is implied. I'll go over that in a second. Let me put that down here. Please teach me Japanese. How do I do this? Okay. I'm having issues with my handwriting. Okay. Please teach me Japanese. Japanese is the object. Why did I write the B first? What am I doing? So, Japanese ni hongo. Again, the object particle. Nihongo o. And then please teach. That is the verb. Or how JP people say, kushami tasuka. Thank you. I wonder, like, yeah, because like in a lot of Asian countries, we don't like. There's not something like you necessarily say for when people sneeze. So there's not like a set response either for for people. There's not a set response for when people say like, "Oh, bless you," or like, "Tasukaru." So I guess arigato. Thank you for being saved by my sneezes. So oshiete. Kudasai. Nihongo o oshiete kudasai. Please teach me Japanese. So the me here is implied is because like unless you were specifying like a certain person that you want to be taught Japanese, you would like oshiete kudasai is more like would give the implication that it's just for you. He responded with shinde. Interesting. It feels weird to say. Yeah, I think it does feel weird to say nothing, because like I grew up here in the States, so it's like it's kind of like conditioned to you have to say something in return. It's kind of weird. I mean, it is a little bit weird now if you like really think about it, because like, or as like a different culture, I suppose, because like my more Asian relatives, they won't say anything. They won't say anything back, even when like the younger generation will be like, "Oh, bless you," when they sneeze. Shiinde. That's cause of death. Interesting. Interesting, John. I don't know about that one. Maybe it is, but I'm not too sure about that. So yeah, so this is te kudasai, relatively simple form, just te kudasai, te form, kudasai, please do this. Let's see. I would spend a little more time with, like examples if I was smarter and, or if I was more efficient in my lesson, but we're already on the 30 mark, and I wanted to spend some time on te kuderu, te ageru. So te x te ageru x te kuderu. So te ageru is to do X for someone or you. Do something for you, like to someone you're addressing. Te kureru, to do X for me specifically. I'll get into exactly this. This is a little bit, you take it at face value, it's gonna be a little weird, but I'll explain. I think he meant it in, yeah, that's what I my understanding of JP culture is when someone when someone snick or sneezes, if someone is sick or sneezes, you don't want to draw attention to it because culturally they're very introverted. Yeah. The other instances where I would hear is like in a more like concerned tone. If you were like more like friends with them, like if they sneeze, you would say like kaze. You would say like kaze desu ka, or like kaze, like did you catch a cold or something like that. And then stuff I've seen in anime, it's like, oh, someone's talking about you. But yes, te ageru, te kureru. Do something for you, like someone you're addressing. Do something for me, some like from the reference of the speaker. So maybe I should have okay, so this is a good follow-up. Okay, so I asked you guys to eat eggplants, but you wouldn't do it. Your friend who happens to like eggplants will be like, okay, I'll do it for you. I'll eat the eggplant for you. They would say nasu. So like we'll bring back that sentence, right? Nasu o taberu, nasu o tabete. So nasu o. I keep trying to write the kanji because like writing like tabe like this feels kind of weird. Anyway, nasu o tabete ageru. I'll eat the eggplant for you. Your generous friend who will eat the eggplant for you because you refuse to eat it and you're letting food go to waste. 本当にやめて食べませんよ。食べて。食べろ。So yeah, this is tabe. This is ageru, te ageru. I'll do something for you. And then so when you ask somebody that to teach you something, to tell you something, or even I'll stick with teach because I don't want to confuse you guys with both meanings like of osieru. Like so let's just stick with teach. So what I'm doing right now is I'm teaching you guys Japanese, right? So you would say from your perspective. Oh wait, this is kind of. Or no, you know what? I'll keep using ageru I'll keep using ageru examples, and then I'll move over to kuderu. So you ask me to teach you Japanese, and I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll teach it for you. So Nihongo o Hongo. God damn it. Again, Nihongo is another thing I'm used to just writing in katakana, or not fucking katakana. What am I talking about? In kanji. Anyway. Nihongo o oshiete ageru. I'll teach Japanese for you. More naturally, the sentence would be like, I'll teach you Japanese. And like this sentence also is like, I'll eat that eggplant. But the implication of te ageru is like explicitly saying like, oh yeah, I'm doing it for you, doing it for you, just for you guys. Thanks for eating your own eggplant, Pijan Sensei. Aji. Yada, nemui, Yada, nemui. Nemui. Did you mean nemui? Yeah, so this is te ageru, doing something for you. Let me see. Did I? Yeah, okay. I realized that I taught you guys like a couple of words that I don't think I'm gonna end up using, like hanasu, nomu, Benkyou suru. Actually, you know what? Let's I'll like make a little review at the end. How about that? So let's do Kuderu. Let's do Kuderu real quick, and then I probably have to wrap up the lesson because my lunch break is almost over. So Kuderu, do something for me. So we'll keep using the eggplant example. It's gonna be a little bit repetitive, but kind of like that way I don't have to like teach like new words every time, right? Oops, nemui yo. Yeah. Exactly. The time is AM 2:40. Oh my goodness. もうすごく夜更かしですね。響さん。でも週末からだよね。多分いいんですね。多分いいから。So, てくれる we're gonna be doing some you're talking about it basically from your frame of reference. It's like please like or like do it like someone did something for me. So, let's use that eggplant example. Nasu sensei Nasu sensei will eat the eggplant for me. Right? Because I'm gonna eat the eggplant for you since you guys like to waste food. Hey Sang, konban Peen. Nasu up, welcome to class. We're just getting into the te kuderu form. So now we have a subject, Nasu sensei. So this is gonna be a little bit confusing, so I'm just gonna write my name in English. Nasu sensei wa. This is the topic particle, or you can use the actual subject particle ga. I'll also go over that in a later lesson. But you're basically saying Nasu sensei is going to be the one doing this action. Nasu o. Wait, fuck, that's there we go. Nasu o tabe de kureru. So, since you guys refuse to eat the eggplant, Nasu sensei will eat it for Nasu sensei decided that that Nasu sensei will eat it for you. So you tell someone else like, oh yeah, I didn't have to finish the eggplant. Nasu sensei will eat it for me. Nasu sensei wa nasu o tabete kureru. Like Nasu sensei is going to eat this eggplant for me. Nasu ga kirai yo. 正直に私もナスを嫌い。ナスが嫌い。味がまずいだと思います。Anyway, so it's like, yeah, so Nasu sensei will eat the eggplant for me. So for me, this is like the te kureru. Now, will like so we have like future or like we don't have a tense or we have like future tense in English, but in Japanese they use the standard form for future tense. But I didn't really teach you guys like past tense yet, so I'll just keep it in the future tense just for the sake of using kureru without actually like going into like kureta, like going into like the different past tense forms, stuff like that. No, rip our immersion. You know, I just like katachi dake da yo ne. The shape. Katachi dake suki desu. Aji wa chotto amari suki janai desu. Don't really like the flavor. I like the shape. Te kuderu. What was the other example I used with the ageru? Oh, so teaching Japanese. So you can similarly you can say Nasu sensei will teach Japanese teach us Japanese. Mr. Nasu is a cannibal of the eggplant. そうだよな。Lewd. Also, Sakana, welcome. What's up? セクシーにナスを食べる。Nasu. Is that supposed to be Nasu sensei? Yes, that is going to be a scab coming up. Keep that in your minds. I will post that. Maybe I'll post that on a different account or something. Well, I'll let you know. So same thing with Japanese. So Nasu sensei will teach Japanese for me. This sentence is a little bit awkward in English. Like this is kind of more literal, like what I'm gonna be writing. More naturally, this will kind of be like, Nasu sensei is going to teach me Japanese. It's you're implying that they're doing it, like that Nasu sensei is doing it for you. But like in English, we don't really have like this explicit like for me thing unless we really wanted to emphasize that. But just for the sake of this lesson, it's like we're using te kuderu. Looking for the at work, we'll watch the VOD later. No problem. Broken chat, JP naturally. Looking forward to the powerful scab. Yes, tanoshimi. Watashi mo tanoshimi. Oh shit, my chalkboard. Okay. So again, I'm gonna use my English just to not be confusing. Nasu sensei. Nasu sensei wa 日本語を教えて What is that? 教えてくれる Nasu sensei will teach Japanese for me. Will be teaching Japanese for me. Look how nice your Nasu sensei is. She eats your eggplants for you. She teaches Japanese for you. What more can you want? So yes, let me see. Let me get a time check real quick. Okay. So yeah, that'll kind of be it for today's lesson. Like sorry it's a relatively short stream. Like I planned it in such a way that I didn't want to cover too many subjects. So I was thinking it could be like relatively short and I could fit it within a lunch break, which I can. It is a little bit shorter. If I have some more time later today, actually maybe I won't have it later today, but you know, I will be streaming tomorrow as well, so don't miss me too much. Let me just quickly review everything for you guys. Let's start with the very beginning, shall we? Let's go with te kudasai. So te kudasai is verb form te. Kudasai, please do. 私の配信を見てください. Please watch my streams. Hey, Super Dark Aqua and Pickle P, that's up. Nasu Sensei kind of best waifu for real, hell yeah. Nasu Sensei ちょっと怖いだからいや怖いじゃないんですと思い怖いじゃないと思いますね。ただsinister. Very good place to start. Yeah, it's good. I mean, like if you guys are like actually trying, or if for those of you guys who are like watching the VOD or watching the stream who are like trying to learn Japanese, I do hope that this is actually helpful for you guys. So te kudasai, please do. Please eat the eggplant. Nasu o tabete kudasai. Please teach me Japanese. Nihongo o oshiete kudasai. te ageru form to do it for somebody. Oh, so you won't eat the eggplant? Fine. Fine, I'll eat it for you. Nasu o tabete ageru. I'll eat it for you. Oh, you want me to teach you Japanese? Sure thing. Nihongo o oshiete ageru. I'll teach it for you. It's a good review, great for starting out. Thank you, sensei. Thank you guys for coming and being excellent students. Kuderu? This is do something for me. So from your perspective, you'd be telling someone else, oh, Nasu sensei, 本当に優しいですね. So, Nasu sensei so nice. Nasu sensei wa nasu o tabete kureru. Nasu sensei will eat the eggplant for me. Nasu sensei wa nihongo o oshiete kureru. She'll teach Japanese for me. Would this be the same if we asked someone to do something for us? You can use kuderu to do something for you as well. Like you can do that as more of like a please, like if you're like want to saying specifically, please eat this eggplant for me, like nasu o tabete kurete kudasai. I mean, no, you okay? Sorry, let me take that back. That's not how you, because kudasai is basically kuderu, in a more polite form. So you wouldn't say that, but you would say it in like you wouldn't say it in the sense where you're like asking them to do something for you. You would say that more in like in a more like you're telling someone that's like what's happening. 登録してください. Yes. いいね押して登録してください. Please like and subscribe. It's where it gets messy. Yeah. It like you can I can go into a little more in depth next maybe next lesson about like chaining te forms, but for now, if it's like you're doing something, if you're asking someone to do something for you, you would you can mostly just say kudasai, because that's like kind of a form of kuderu. I'll explain in future lessons. Just for now, remember to just do it for me. So nasu sensei o nasu o tabete kureru. Nasu sensei will eat the eggplant for me. Nasu sensei wa nihongo o oshiete kureru. Nasu sensei will teach Japanese for me. Or, yeah, SDA. Just hypothetically, how would you say, Hime, please give me milk? Oh, okay. You guys want to know that? I'll let you. I'll teach that real quick before we end. Real quick before we end, let's talk about how to ask for milk. Okay. So milk. If you just look up milk, right, on Google Translate, you'll get something called gyunyu. Gyunyu? Let me just double check. It's gyunyu. Yeah. Okay. So you'll get something called gyunyu, but the issue with gyunyu milk, right? This is specifically referring to cow's milk. So you don't want to ask her for gyunyu, because then it's like, oh, could you give me some like cow's milk? Like that's not cool. You don't want to call our Hime a cow, right? So you want to say, you could say miruku. I was gonna teach you guys something called bonyu. Bonyu. Milk. Mother's / breast milk. Bonyu. Now. This would make much more sense if you're asking for hime milk. That's a word you actually haven't heard of before. Oh, okay, good thing you guys are learning from my streams. So Time to send this and send this to Hime. So bonyu is breast milk. So if you wanted to ask, Hime, please give me milk. And if you were specifically asking for, her coconut milk, then you would say bonyu. But you could also, it would probably be a little bit more, like vulgar asking her for her bonyu. I would maybe stick with miruku. This is just milk. I mean, it's also mostly referring to cow's milk, but it's kind of like a little more ambiguous as to what exactly it is. So, you would either use this or this for, let's see. Iku hime. Iku hime, comma. Miruku. Miruku o. I guess chodai would be more natural, right? And then miruku chodai. Milk. Milk chodai. Yeah, if you want to get maybe timed out, you can ask for bonyu chodai. Ikugo beyo. This is a one-way ticket. Yes. Also, but if you're interested, bonyu, it's a very nice tag. If you like the kanji, you can search that up as well. Oh, whoops! I just minimized my screen. So this is the bonus lesson. Bonus lesson, milk. Anyway, so yeah, please, if you do say this to her, please know that I don't condone any of that sort of behavior. Please respect Iku for. But this is just for curiosity's sake. If you guys choose to use it, it is not on me. This is completely your decision to use it. I do not condone such behavior. This is YouTube, not Twitch. It's okay. There's like stretchy yoga videos on YouTube. I think I'll be fine. Thank you, Sensei. I'll be sure to some people will be sure to use it. Anyway, that wraps up today's class. I hope you guys learned something. My next stream, let me throw you over to the end scene. My next stream will be tomorrow for the Among Us collab. It is at 4 p.m. EDT. And then for you Asia gang, it's 5 a.m. JST. So very, very sorry for that. It's very unfortunate timing, but there's a lot of like EU folk in the collab, so that's gonna be, it's more of like a EU time. Nice disclaimer. Yes, no liability on me, guys, if you choose to use it. I just want to say for the record, do not do it. It's not very respectful, but if you do choose to use it, it's not on me. How many people in the collab? There's going to be 10 of us, so it's gonna be quite chaotic. It's gonna be on my Twitch. I realized the last few schedules I made, I haven't really specified what's on YouTube and what's on Twitch. I should probably do that. It's a little bit confusing for people, especially for like YouTube main people who see my schedule. They think like, oh, where's the waiting rooms and shit. That's on me. I need to make some things showing what's on what. But karaoke on Sunday will be on YouTube. That's 7 p.m. EDT, also 8 a.m. Monday JST. Arigatou, Nasu-sen. Do itashimashite. You're welcome. Collab with who? I'll make a post about it later today when I get some time. Will you be reading chat or ignoring us like your Oshi does during collabs? So I learned from my collab with Toter that it is relatively difficult to read chat and also keep up with collab partners. But I know that for Among Us that we're gonna be muting during like the actual like task portion. So I'll be reading chat and hanging out with you guys while I'm muted doing tasks, or muted like tearing people apart, or muted dead. So I'll be like relatively, I hope I'll be relatively engaged with chat. Maybe I'll keep to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Don't 無理しないで. But if you do come, I very much appreciate it. Otsunasu, everybody. I do not have anybody who's whitelisted for raids, I believe, on YouTube, so I do not have anyone to raid. So I'll be signing off. Otsunasu. I will see you guys tomorrow.